Hey guys, and welcome to Quality Shot. I'm super excited to be joined by Maxi Hughes, who's joining for, I think it's the fourth time actually he's been on. So, yeah, a regular fixture. He is, of course, the British lightweight champion, winning his previous fight, but he will be challenging for the IBO World Lightweight Title against Jovanni Straffon on the 4th of September on the card of Josh Warrington versus Lara 2 at Headingley with a crowd.
Yeah.
First of all, mate, how are you doing? Yeah, exactly. How are you feeling, and how does it feel to how does the prospect of fighting in front of a big crowd feel like?
I'm very excited, doing very well, and enjoying every minute of training. We went to the venue last week, and obviously it wasn't all set up and everything, but just to be there and see the venue, see the changing rooms, be shown where the ring walk is, start to it starts getting real, and you can visualize it and picture what it's going to be like, and can start getting excited about it. And for those that have bought tickets, I appreciate it. And there's not a bad seat in the house. We had a good walk round, sort of alt seats and stuff. So it's wherever you're sat, you've got a good view of the action.
Yeah, I think I saw you going out. Was it suit shopping? So that's exciting. Obviously, getting suited and booted, and it'll be amazing
Yeah,
fighting in such a incredibly kind of big. It's a stadium. It's a big stadium that's going to have a fantastic atmosphere. So it's going to be buzzing in there. You can only imagine, obviously, with Josh Warrington being such a enticing figure, in Leeds, and with yourself on the card as well, it's going to be incredible, and some other big names on there. Jovanni Straffon, I mean, obviously, a lot of people wouldn't have been super familiar with him until he knocked out James Hennison in what was at the time an upset, but a very, very, very solid fighter. People maybe slept on him after that fight, but I know you've kind of done a few interviews as well, and you're quite confident in capturing the world title. Quick question on, I guess, how you think the fight is going to be, and how do you see it going?
I see nothing other than me getting the victory. There's a couple of ways it could go. We've prepared ourselves for a couple of different ways, but the obvious one, looking from the outside, is Straffon is a big puncher, and as we saw his fight with James, he can punch. So I certainly won't be standing and trading with him. But if the prospect comes that I hurt him, which I believe I can hurt him to body, I will step up and go for it and try and get the finish, like I did in my last performance. But yeah, however it comes, whether it's points, stoppage, whatever it is, I will adapt and overcome and get the win.
Yeah, it's good to hear. Good to hear. I remember, we talked previously, and you said, it doesn't matter, but I'm going to be the British champion, and it seems like you've got that same energy now. It's just, win by any means necessary, and then I'm going to come out the champion, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, really looking forward to it. How's camp been? Has it been good?
Yeah, I've been lucky enough for this fight to be full time. Well, not full time. I've had 6 weeks off work to be a full time boxer. So that has been really helpful, and that comes down to my sponsors, which Darren from DAZN events, Mick Taylor Builders, Justin from Hunters Weatherby, Joe Booth, Ben Webb, and Drew Bathgate. They've all provided me with an opportunity to go full time without losing wages. So I'm really grateful to them guys for what they've done, and I've enjoyed it. It's going to be a week tomorrow that the weigh-in is, and it felt like 2 minutes ago that I'd started my first week of full time training, and
Yeah.
I just can't believe how fast it's gone. And I think because I've enjoyed it, and training camp's not felt like a long drag, and I'm I'm a bit tired, but that's just down to training. But there's sometimes in past when I've done training when I've been just mentally exhausted and
Yeah.
like, oh God, another week to go, and thinking I'm sick at sight at gym. I can't wait for this to be over. But I haven't got that, and I appreciate how hard I've worked to get into this position, and it's I've enjoyed every minute and not taking anything for granted. So
Yeah.
it's a life I want to continue to live. So I've trained very hard, enjoyed it, um, and rested well. We've been full time, so no, I'm looking forward to just getting that result, getting that win next week, and then obviously I'm not looking past Straffon. I know what's going to be in front of me and how tough the fight can possibly be, but I'm looking forward to getting the win and looking what's next, and then keeping this keeping ball rolling and enjoying this life and doing it all again.
Yeah, it's great to hear that you managed to get some, full-time work in, and you don't need to necessarily. I remember before, we discussed it, and you said you want to get into a position where you're able to do it full-time. You don't have to worry about, about other things, and I guess having to juggle, work and also training. So it's nice to know that you've had that 6 weeks to just like concentrate on it full time. I know I've given it everything, which is fantastic. Nice little art in the background there as well. I like that behind you. Very good.
This was courtesy of MTK in Dubai. With that fight I had over there with Victor. Obviously, we were top at bill, and I just asked after the fight, says that fight poster there on that stand. What are you doing with it after? And he says, well, we'll just put it in storage. Says, can I have it? And he says, yeah. Says, as soon as the show's finished, we'll cut it down for you and we'll put it up.
Awesome.
We'll get it wrapped up, rolled it up. I had to check it into baggage on my flight home, but I'm more than happy to do that for a poster.
Yeah,
I've got some of my little posters, but that's quite unique to have something that big. My wife's not happy because this is where I am. It's her office in Garden, so she has to look at that every day.
She's like, great, yeah. I have to keep on looking at my husband's ugly mug every day.
Yeah.
Once
I've got a gym, once I've got my own gym and that, I says it'll get moved. You don't have to stop.
Exactly. And how does it feel to be on DAZN as well and Matchroom? Obviously, you're not in in the bubble yet, or well, what will be some type of bubble. But how do you kind of see that going? And is it exciting to be on this kind of new platform where they're trying to revolutionize things? And it's a very, very big bill.
Yeah, I'm excited and grateful to be on such a big card. I've never boxed outside, so that's going to be exciting. Never boxed, MEN is a pretty big venue, but boxing at a Leeds Headingley Stadium, that's going to be something else. And it's exciting seeing what Matchroom are now doing with DAZN. They've had a reshuffle of all the team, and I'm excited to be part of the show. I'm going to again just enjoy every minute of that. And we've been told we don't have to do a bubble, which is better because Leeds isn't far away. It's in God's own county of Yorkshire, so I am at home, so I don't have to go and stay in the hotel. I need to just go on the Wednesday. I need to go to a hotel to do bits of media, photo shoots, and probably a couple of interviews. Thursday, just rock up and do the press conference in my new suit now, which I've kindly been gifted to by Mark Darcy Suits at Manchester. So thanks to them guys for sorting me out and kitting me out in a nice new suit. So and then obviously Friday will be the weigh-in, which we will also do the COVID test. And then it's back home in the comfort of my own home to relax, refuel, and get ready for the fight.
Yeah, I'm kind of almost back to normality. So only good. Well, especially for you guys as well, I guess. You've got a bit more flexibility and freedom, which is always nice as well.
Yeah.
I guess, more away from your fight. Actually, I wanted to get your thoughts. We wrap up on obviously a very, very big fight that happened recently with Manny Pacquiao. I don't know if you watched the fight, but obviously you wouldn't know what happened.
Highlights of it, but
Yeah. Yeah, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, obviously didn't go according to plan, and there's kind of talks about should he retire or should he carry on. I mean, do you have any strong views on it?
Ultimately, what is one of my favourites is Manny Pacquiao. So it was sad. It was sad to see him lose, but look how long he's been at the top. It's just his. I think it is his time to hang up. I think what I'd like to see him do is have a big farewell fight in front of his own people in the Philippines. I know he's a national icon and he's a hero to many over there. So it'd be nice to see him share one last glory night with his own people in his own country. But yeah, I think it's just father time for him. It's caught up on him, but what a career he's had, longer than most at being at the elite level that he's been at. Sad to see, but it eventually it gets everybody. Everybody can go on at the top forever. But fair play to you, Gas, for not being overawed and laying down. He came and did what he needed to do. Great. I'm sure he felt pretty grateful to share a ring with Manny. Yeah, good to see him lose, but what a fighter! What a career he's had.
Yeah, what a career! Whatever he decides to do, it's been a phenomenal career, hasn't it? So I'm sure there'll be people whenever people talk about Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather follows, and then there's the inevitable debate about who's better and etc. But I think no matter what people's opinions are on that, I think either way he's had a fantastic career. So hopefully whatever he does next is right. But I think the idea that you put forward about him having a farewell fight is not a bad idea, is it? As long as we probably will have to get someone who is not going to be much of a threat, so that it can just be a kind of farewell fight where there's no chances of him. Well, very little chances of him losing, which would be good. Yeah, thanks for your time, Max. I really appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to the fight as well. Obviously, it's in just under 2 weeks now. In fact, it's just a week and a bit.
Yeah. A week,
yeah, so
1 week Saturday, yeah.
Exactly. So not long now. Really, really looking forward to it. Guys, make sure as well you do check it out. It'll be live on DAZN. You can download the app. I think it's still $1.99 a month. Yeah, which is crazy. I've got the app. It's really, really good and really easy to use. Do obviously, download it, check it out. Of course, Maxi will be on there fighting on the IBO World Title at Headingley in front of a packed crowd. It's going to be incredible atmosphere. Obviously, Josh Warrington's on there as well, facing Mauricio Lara in the rematch as well. So, and a lot of other fantastic fights on there. So it's going to be a really good night of boxing in Headingley and Leeds. Max, anything you want to touch on before we wrap up?
Just to thank everybody for their continued support and well wishes. Appreciate them, and I'll be sure to get the job done next week and become IBO champion.
Yeah, all the best with it, mate. And sounds like camp has been good, and you're looking, in fantastic shape. So all the best for it. Hope you stay healthy, until the fight as well. And can't wait to see you out there, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me on.
No worries. All the best to you and the family, mate.
Cheers, mate. Ciao.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.